Listen up, chosen one. I'm about to share something with you that will change everything. Something you've probably felt but never quite understood. This one secret will finally explain why some people act so strange around you. Do not skip this part. It's the key to everything. Welcome on board, person you chose. Wow, look who finally came out of the shadows. No one moved when that person walked in and made everyone jump. That silence you hear isn't respect. It's fear dressed up as confusion. The enemy doesn't know whether to glare at you or bow down because you keep catching them in their lies without having to try, which they hate. They hate that so much. They meant that you were ruining their little shows when They meant that you saw through them before they could finish practicing their lines when they said you overthink. These people were joking when they said you read people too well. What they really meant was, how the hell does this one know everything without being told a thing? You make them nervous, chosen one in a good way. Someone who is so scared that their voice cracks even when they swear they're telling the truth. This is the kind of nerves that make fake people talk too much or not at all. Because you have the kind of intuition that makes fakes look like they're not so sure of themselves. Click the like button and sign up right now. That's the price you pay to get into this secret meeting, because the message you're hearing is the one they hoped you would never get. Let's keep going. Yes, you have seen it, right? When you look at them for too long, their smile twitches in the corner, making them double. Check their stories. And there's the shift. Your sixth sense has gone from being a weird skill to a full-on psychological risk. As soon as you walk into a room, everyone starts to sweat. People are talking about you now, not because you did something wrong, but because you're always right. Thoughts can be felt before they come true. You can read about danger before it happens. You catch betrayal as it's being planned, and each time you're right, they break down a little more, wondering how someone like you could exist. They used gaslighting to get you to keep quiet. Really cute. They tried to make you believe that what you were feeling was wrong. Cute. But here you are, calm unfazed, and terrifyingly right on. You don't act dramatic. You're not crazy. You don't care about others. You're awake. And there is nothing more scary than someone who knows the truth about the game. Let me tell you something they'll never say. They don't have trouble trusting you because of your sixth sense. It shows the trust problems they were trying to hide. You're not breaking any rules. You're just showing what was already broken. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings, it is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community, through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. Now they have to face the truth without being able to trick you. At this point, the bad guy turns into the good guy. They did it not to save anyone, but because they are the only one who can tell the truth without shaking. So, here you are, picked one. They were standing there after their lies, unharmed, unbent, and unbothered. The world now treats you differently because it knows what kind of person you are. A mind that sees too much. A heart that beats too early. A presence that shows without talking. Even though they threw it at you, you're still here, stronger, colder, and smarter. There was nothing wrong with your sixth sense. It showed everything. Now comes the part they didn't want you to get to, the point where you can no longer doubt your sixth sense and use it like the powerful tool it is. You already know this isn't a fun scroll by message if you've read this far. This is the meeting they hoped you would skip. But you're still standing there, watching and showing them why they shouldn't trust your intuition in the first place. Before we go any further, Chosen One, please leave your mark on this battlefield. Leave a comment with the number 777 if you're ready to work on that instinct until it shakes every mask in the room. It is not a belief in ghosts. You're telling the universe in a quiet way that you're done limiting your power to make people feel better. Let's take it one step at a time and look deeper into this. Do not even act like you are not staying. The pull, the tension, and the shift are real for those who are truly chosen. You already know that this story is about you, and the ending will show more than they ever wanted to. Let's move on. First, they were afraid of your truth before they knew what it was. It's funny how they laughed at your warnings until the universe hit them with the exact bad thing you said would happen. A liar is quickly brought down to earth by the truth that they tried to laugh off. Now, Chosen One, hold on tight because this is where the enemy's hypocrisy cooks them alive. This is where we pull back the curtain and show them why they don't trust your intuition in the first place. It's not about being smart. This is about being dangerous in a way they weren't ready for. This is about being smart enough to see through their lies before they're even told them. You knew before they did. You always have. Remember all the times you predicted something would happen. What time it was, how someone was feeling, and how their tone, posture, and energy changed. There was no need for proof. You didn't need proof. You didn't need them to say sorry. You knew right away. What did they do? They laughed. They just shrugged. They laughed as if you were the one making a scene. They told you not to think about things. At the same time, you were quickly figuring out who they were while they were having trouble telling a lie. Then the time came. Things turned out just the way you thought they would. Not just barely. Not close enough. The way you hit it was like a sniper. Suddenly they lost their smirk. The room became quiet all of a sudden. You were suddenly not overreacting. You were very scary. That's when the fear began. They stopped seeing you as someone to correct when you do something right, and start seeing you as someone to watch as soon as you do it right. When people know you're seeing through them, they change their story really quickly. People gonna call you intense one day. They'll be listening to everything they say the next day to make sure you don't catch them slipping. That's what your gut tells you. It makes masks not work right. You can see their practice notes behind their smile, which takes away from their performance. Plus, let's be honest, this wasn't a sudden talent that showed up. Since you were young, this has been going on. You were the kid who could tell when an adult wasn't telling the truth. Already before anyone came in, you were the one who felt tense. You saw right through friends who thought it was impossible for them to betray you. People who were going to leave, lie, or break your trust were already known to you before they did it. That's not luck. That's not just a guess. That's pattern recognition, which is made possible by pain, experience, and evolution. They dislike you for this. They hate that you're not fooled by fake apologies, nice words, or carefully put together personas. They hate that the way their voice changes by half a note when they are lying. They don't like it when you notice the pause before they answer. This person doesn't like it when you can feel their energy before you hear the truth. They see you as a threat to their lies, a mistake in their plan, or a hole in the carefully constructed front they've put up. Just imagine how upset they were. They practice excuses for hours on end. They write stories for days on end. They make up whole personalities just to look good to everyone else. But if you walk in and look at them for half a second, their whole story falls apart like a cheap stage prop. In their fairy tale, you are the bad guy because you won't go along with their story. How come this person always gets it right? Why do they catch me every time? How did they figure that out? That's what keeps them up at night. They listen to conversations again and again to figure out how you got past their defenses. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool. Everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. They change how they act when you're around because you make them look bad. While they look for the table of contents, you read the manual. The weird thing is that they'll never say this. They think highly of you for it. They wish they were you. They wish they had this instinct, this clarity, this ability to someone is lying to them. They could have learned from you, but they chose the easy way out. Making fun of you first, being afraid of you second, and hating you forever. Talk about times when you knew someone was going to betray you before they did. You could tell when someone was less loyal by their tone, the length of their texts, their new excuses, and their sudden distance. There was no need for proof. You didn't wait for the betrayal to hit you hard. You knew already. Then the betrayal happened just the way your gut told you it would. That is not paranoia, it is mastery. All the times you knew what would happen to other people. Relationships ending, friendships ending, and chances falling through, because you could feel the energy behind the scenes before anyone else did. You didn't mean to be a prophet. You weren't trying to make anyone like you. While everyone else looked at the surface, you were just seeing what was already there. You've always had a sixth sense that was better than most. It sees patterns before they happen. It finds intentions before they turn into actions. It finds lies before they are told out loud. The enemy loses more confidence, control, and parts of their fake persona every time you can see that they think their inner world is closed off. They believe that no one can see what they are planning. They think their secrets are hidden, but you're the storm that brings them to light. What was hiding in the shadows is now seen because of you. People can't avoid the truth when you're around, whether they like it or not. People didn't know what they were writing until you read it. They try very hard to gaslight you, because you see through their lies before they can be hidden. It's not because you're wrong, but because you see things before they happen. Their only defense is to make you think about what you believe. They can keep lying for a little longer if they can make it hard for you to see clearly. You know better now, though. You see the pattern because you've lived too long, seen too much, and been through too much pain. Every single time you had doubts, you later saw that you were right the whole time, and now the truth that they can't stand. The way you feel is not a flaw. It's not a mistake. It's not a bother. They were never supposed to get this system upgrade. Before the plot does, you are the one who sees the twist. The person who can feel a storm come before it happens. Someone who can figure out someone's intentions before they say a word. You knew before they did. You've always had. That scares them more than anything else. So, chosen one, stand tall. Trust that gut feeling. Make use of that insight. Your sixth sense isn't just making them doubt you for no reason. They wanted to keep certain things secret, but now they're being shown. Let's keep going. 2. When they touch it, the gift makes their masks break. Someone who sees the truth before they finish lying scares liars more than anything else. Their behavior is what's wrong, not your intuition. They are the ones who are putting themselves out there by freaking out around you. When you're right, a mask falls off somewhere. Here we go, picked one. This is the part of the story where your curse turns out to be the weapon that has been shaking their world since you learned how to use it. This is where we show you why your sixth sense doesn't just make them feel uneasy. It slowly reveals each lie they're telling. When someone comes up to you with a big smile, something in your gut starts to twitch. You feel this way not because you're dramatic or paranoid, but because your gut knows what before they even say it. Their tone makes you feel like you're in a locked room with a cold draft. You can tell they're trying to be nice, but there are holes in their act that you can already see. You don't need receipts or proof. Your gift can read things about them that their face can't. Think about this. People are laughing, talking, and acting silly around you, but you catch one look from across the room and your mind whispers, that one is not what they seem to be. You're not thinking about it. You're not thinking too much. You can feel it. Every single time, the universe later proves it. It's not a coincidence. It's not luck. That's evolution, calibration, and precision. Even if someone says they're fine, their energy is like a quiet earthquake. The storm they're having hits you before they do. Even if they say they're calm, you can tell is about to snap. Like a human barometer, you can pick up on changes in how people are feeling. When what you said comes true, they treat you like you've broken the law by knowing too much. For example, let's say someone promises you the world with sweet words and nice actions. Everyone else melts, but you can tell when it's going to end in their voice. Behind their enthusiasm, you can feel that they aren't stable. You can hear the quiet that's going to come next. Sure enough, 3 weeks later, they're gone, just as your intuition said they would be. All of a sudden, they're the ghost and you're the bad guy because you knew ahead of time. That's what makes them crazy. They aren't good at lying to you. They can't hide their plans. They get hot when they act fake around you. You make their masks not work right. You make them stutter when they say lines they've practiced. By making their illusions glitch, you hurt them. Since your gift doesn't wait for proof, it responds right away to truth. Let's now talk about the question that chosen ones always ask at this point. Why do they work so hard to make me doubt myself? Easy. Because being clear breaks their power. Because your accuracy shows them where they're weak. They need you blind, chosen one. Because your insight makes their tricks look bad. They want you to doubt them. That way, they can keep performing without you having to worry about your instincts. Their whole plan falls apart if you're sure of your gift. They can't trick you. They can't keep you sad or angry. Their games won't work. You mess up the script. The stage is on fire. They try to break you because of this. People say that your intuition is a curse, a problem, or an overreaction in your mind. Not because it's true, but because they're scared of how true it is. Think about this. Someone breaks in because they think no one is there to see what they've done. People then look at the thief with eyes that say, "I know exactly who you are." The thief isn't scared of the stare. They are afraid of what's really going on. Their shame acts before they do. Their fear tells you what they won't say with their mouth. That's you. You're the one who gets the silent confession. Not you calling them out is their worst fear. You can see them too well without saying anything. They are more afraid of your silence. They are more afraid of your gut feelings than your anger. They are more afraid of your peace than your chaos. Because you're calm, which means you know. That's why they've tried to make you believe your gut is wrong. Take a look. It's okay for them to live their lives if your gut tells you otherwise. But if your gut is right, repeatedly, brutally, then everything they've been hiding is out in the open. And weak people don't like being open. They want you to be blind, confused, and sorry, because the most dangerous person in a room is the chosen one who trusts their own instincts. Let's find out more. You didn't get this gift, you grew it. Every lie you lived through programmed it to do something else. Every betrayal made it stronger. Your intuition got better every time you questioned yourself, and then saw that you were right. Others were able to hide their ignorance, but you had to hear the painful truth over and over again until your gut told you more than their words. Every hurt, every disappointment, and every time someone thought they were smarter than you are, what made your gift what it is. They had no idea they were teaching you. They were building up the skill that would one day cut through their own illusions. You are now stronger, smarter, and more aware than anyone thought possible. Want to know what they're saying about you behind your back? How do they know all the time? How come I can't lie to them? How did they read that so quickly? They have to face the fact that they are predictable, honest, and not nearly as smart as they thought they were because of you. Their ego is shattered by your intuition. You poke holes in the illusion they've made for themselves. They're not mad at you. They're mad that they can't hide from you. This is where the fun starts. Their fear shows that you have a gift. When you walk in, they look uneasy, which is good. When you ask a simple question, they change the subject. Good job. When you point out something obvious, they get angry. Wonderful. The way they react is like confessing. Their discomfort is proof. Their fear is an admission of guilt. The universe made sure you could see right through them, because you weren't meant to live in the dark. You are the mirror they didn't ask for, the truth they didn't want, and the clarity they weren't ready to face. You were meant to know the truth so well that it makes people who lie shake their heads. Here is the last gut punch in this section. They're not going crazy because your gift is weird. Because it's true, it drives them crazy. You are not cursed, you are aligned. You're not dramatic, you're smart. You're not too much, you're just what they need to show how much they lie. The only thing in their world that they can't change, alter, or get around is your intuition. That's why you shine. That's why you scare me. That's why you win. Let's keep going. Third, there are no cracks in their fear, it's pouring out. The worst thing for a liar is not getting caught, but being seen by someone they can't lie to. Now comes the fun part, pick one. We will no longer act like they are confused or don't understand you from now on. That's not it. They're showing fear because your gut is squeezing them without you doing anything. Each manipulator used to be so sure of their little games, but now they all act like a cheap hologram when they're in a bright light. They were found out by their own panic, not by you. They used to chill out with you. They used to put on shows. They used to think that their good looks, excuses, and half-truths were enough. But when they found out that your sixth sense can tell the truth before they lie, they were shocked. That's when the fear began to grow. It got quieter first, then louder. Now, their body language makes it look like they are screaming. Imagine watching someone walk normally while being aware that a spotlight is following them around. That's them near you. Every word is questioned. Every move was practiced. Every smile is stiff. They're not being watched. They're scared that you can read their thoughts through their weak intentions as they watch themselves through your eyes. They also won't say this out loud. I don't trust myself enough to be around someone who sees everything. Some stay away from you so you won't notice the guilt that's seeping through their silence. Others are drawn to you and want to study you like a puzzle to figure out how you keep catching them in the act. There is no way for them to break your method. What scares them the most is how easy it is for you to use your intuition. It wasn't hard for them to trust you. It was their masks that did it. You only needed to be able to see when they started to slip. Let's keep going. Fourth, they hate the monster that looks back at them in the mirror. When a liar sees their real self in someone who isn't fooled, they fall apart faster than anything else. This is where the blade turns, chosen one. Not only did you make them uncomfortable, you also showed them without saying a word. They've been running from the truth for years, but you made them face it. They're not nearly as smart, sneaky, or mysterious as they thought. When they realized you could see right through them, their pride broke like cheap glass. You show them what they look like, the one thing they can't manipulate, charm, or deceive. When they look at you, they see every mask they built melting, every lie they rehearsed unraveling, every manipulation they perfected suddenly looking childish. You didn't embarrass them publicly. You humiliated them internally, where it hurts the most. Think about this. A thief walks confidently into a room, pockets full of stolen things, only to find someone staring at them with a knowing smile. Their hands start shaking. Their confidence evaporates. Their guilt screams louder than their excuses. That's exactly what takes place when you look them in the eyes. Their lies tell the truth before they do. They're not against you. They don't like the version of themselves that you show. You break them of their tricks, roles, and games. You show them the raw, unedited video of how weak, predictable, and open they really are. What do they do then? Do they change over time? Does one of them face itself? Do they get bigger? Of course not. Fearful people don't change. They attack. It's too much for them, so they try to break the mirror. They say you're too much, too intense, or too suspicious because when you walk in, their own shadows get scared. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. But this is the blow they'll never get over. You were not made to be soft. You were made from every lie you lived through. They can get through a mask. They can make a story fall apart. But they can't break a mirror that was made from the truth. Let's keep going. 5. The science behind why your mind scares them. It stops being intuition and turns into a weapon when your nervous system can figure out the truth faster than they can make up lies. Let's take away the mystery and show what your gift is really like in a cold, clinical way. There is no magic or fantasy in this world. Instead, you only experience raw evolution that shapes you into something that the average mind is not ready for, even though they don't pay much attention to tone or intention. Your system is doing calculations in the background that would destroy their computers. It's not a guess in your head. It's working with data. Thousands of tiny signals firing at the same time. That flicker in their eyes when they lie, that split second before they answer, and that change in the way they breathe when they feel guilty. The fake warmth in their smile that makes you immediately raise an eyebrow. They only say one word. you've already looked at 10 layers below it. They want you to believe what they say. At the same time, your nervous system already knew what they were trying to do before they let out a breath. Imagine that everyone else is watching reality on a broken TV with static on the screen, while you're in a movie theater watching everything in 4K IMAX surround sound with the projector 10 seconds ahead of schedule. You can tell when they are lying by the way they move. You can feel storms of emotions coming before they happen. You can pick up on patterns of behavior before they turn into actions. This is the slap. You're not reading vibes. Neurological leaks is what you're reading. The broadcast is going on, and you are the only one listening. Your brain waves are firing in a new way, faster, sharper, and more connected. Because your perception won't dull itself for comfort. You're picking up things that aren't there. That's why you can accurately guess how people will act. That's why you know ahead of time when someone is going to break up, lie, shift, leave, or betray you. No, you're not magical. They are afraid of you because you are naturally better than them. Let's keep going. Sixth, the harm you do to a weapon. Your instincts weren't made by them. They were changed by their betrayal. This is what the enemy will choke on. Your intuition wasn't made when you were at peace. It came from having to stay alive. Everyone else was acting like life was easy, but you were learning the hard physics of how people act by getting hurt in ways you didn't ask for. People try to hide their instincts behind manners and smiles, but trauma doesn't play nice. Every hidden switch in your body flips when you're traumatized, and your senses come online, whether you're ready or not. Imagine being in a room full of actors and realizing that you are the only one who can see the mistakes and lies written in the margins of the script. That's what your past helped you do. You weren't broken. It got you in shape. It taught your nervous system to find danger before danger even knows it's there. People are interested in how you do it. People talk about how accurate you are and try to figure out your method, as if you were using a secret algorithm. But they can't handle the truth. You worked hard for this. This isn't intuition that you learned from a speech. This is intuition that was honed on nights when you couldn't trust anyone. Every betrayal made you aim better. Every lie made you smarter. Every trick made you impossible to hurt. Trust your gut, they're not a gift. They're like evolution but with teeth. Let's keep going. Seventh, you own the room when they can't trick you. Noise doesn't change the power. When a liar knows you already know, the power changes. This is where the odds are on your side, chosen one. Everything in the room tilts when people realize they can't hide from you. Their confidence goes away. Their plans don't work out. All of a sudden, their whole identity feels weak. They start moving around you like dancers who forgot the steps because they're afraid that Ven will show what they've been hiding for years. When it helps them, they want your advice. When they're confused, they want you to be right. They need your help when they're lost. But they blink when you look at them with that same look. They get cold. They are scared. Imagine someone asking for a flashlight and then freaking out when the beam shines on their own mess by accident. That's what they do to you. They want to use your gift, but they don't want you to be responsible for it. And now the truth that they don't want to face. This can't be turned off. Your perception isn't just a party trick that works when it's convenient. It's not a flashlight, it's daytime. Whatever is in front of it is shown, whether people like it or not. That makes you dangerous, not because you'll hurt them, but because just being you makes their false beliefs. Let's keep going. 8th, they fail their own test when they test you. People who are guilty are the only ones who need to test someone who already knows. This is the comedy show you didn't ask to go to. As soon as they know you can see through them, they start giving you little tests like nervous magicians trying to impress the judge who already saw the wires. They use made-up emotions, fake reactions, and cheap tricks to get to your secrets. But all they're really doing is showing how scared they are. Imagine seeing someone put on a whole show just to see if you can spot the lie, and then freaking out because you did. They only make their own egos bigger with each test they give you. They think they're looking at you, but you can see their mask breaking right now. Now for the part that really hurts. The smart ones give up. They stop acting, lying, and acting like they don't care. They are honest with you because they know that pretending doesn't help. But that's a problem because most of them have been performing for so long that they have forgotten who they are. They don't understand what authenticity means. Their real self is just another mask, role, or shaky attempt to look like a person. And you can feel every bit of that work. They're not trying to test you. They're putting themselves out there. Let's keep going. 9. When they can't beat you, they try to send you away. Being alone is not a punishment. They're telling you that you see too much. This is where their fear turns into a plan. Someone doesn't leave you when they know they can't trick you, distract you, or hide from you. They hide behind walls that they want you not to be able to see through. They choose to be alone as a weapon, but not in a dramatic way. There were no slammed doors or dramatic exits. There was only quiet, calculated distance dressed up as politeness. No one will know what's going on because they stay close, but emotionally they run away. You can stay in the group chat, but not in the real conversations. They ask you to come in, but the truth is hidden under the table. They'll laugh with you, smile at you, and even compliment you. But they won't let you in to see who they really are. You have, in fact, seen it. When you walk in, the air changes, there is silence, and people look at each other like they'll talk later. It's not a coincidence. That's fear getting stronger. If someone is holding a broken vase and is afraid you'll see the crack, they keep turning away from you, as if it were perfect. That's them. In this case, they're not hiding from being judged. They're hiding from being seen. This is the slap. To keep themselves safe, they start to rewrite you. You become too sensitive, too intense, and too aware. They treat your vision as a disease because they admitted you were right. They'd have to say, they've been lying about something the whole time. Their attempts to smear you are not attacks. They are confessions. Every lie they tell about you shows that what you already knew was true. Every inch of space they make shows how close they fear being. Their biggest secret is revealed by every move they make. They put you alone because your clarity scares them, not because you chose to be alone. Let's keep going. Number 10. Every attack they make only makes your blade sharper. They thought they were breaking you, but all they did was show you where their weaknesses are. The twist that kills them inside and out. Every trick they use against you makes you more dangerous. People think that being alone makes you hungry, but all it does is make your vision clearer. They think that lying makes you confused, but it only shows you how they think. People think that gaslighting makes you less sure of yourself, but it just shows how right your gut is. They have no idea that they are making the monster they are scared of. Someone keeps trying to blindfold you, but they teach you how to fight while your eyes are closed by accident. That's what's taking place. Their attempts to hurt you are turning your intuition into something wild, accurate, and unstoppable. They are the ones who weaken your edge every time they try to make it stronger. We've now reached the stage they were most afraid of: the chaos. Their fake realities start to fall apart right in front of your eyes. Their stories don't match up, their energy drops, and their masks break just being around you. As a matter of fact, lying is wrong. Deception needs to be kept up. Truth doesn't. And you can't keep them up because of you. They're worn out from pretending. You're doing well by watching. They're falling apart. You are changing. They taught you the wrong thing. They helped make something that they can't survive now. Let's keep going. Number 11, seeing them fall apart isn't mean. It's just what happens. A mask can stand up to cheers, but not to your silence. Here comes the tasty part. Chosen one, the unraveling. Maybe it's not because you attacked them or showed them up, but because they can't act like themselves around you. It's like cheap dye running in the rain from their personas. The sure of themselves people start to stutter. The nice ones show poison they thought they were hiding. The ones that work show that there is nothing inside the shine. You're not making it up. You are seeing collapse happen right now. Imagine a sweater getting caught on a nail and slowly coming apart while someone walks forward. That's them. One lie starts to look like the truth, then another and another, until the whole structure starts to fall apart, one thread at a time. Plus, the closer you are, the faster things fall apart. They know you see it. They know you're writing down the way their jaw twitches, how their story falls apart, and how panicked they sound when they talk. Since they can't hide any longer, they do something funny. They confess even though they are not guilty. They explain things you never thought about. They tell you stories you didn't ask for. They tell you why before you even look at them. That's not being open. That's fear. They're scared of what you already know about them. They are scared that their truth is not only slipping but also spilling. Let's keep going. Also, number 12, they can't get away from the truth serum that you are there. You don't let people down. They have to reveal themselves because you know about them. This is where the meltdown gets really bad. They're admitting things you never asked them about, trying to explain actions you didn't question, and saying sorry for thoughts you never said they had. That's not being honest. That's fear. They can't tell the truth when you're around, like when you squeeze water out of a wet cloth. They can't hide anything: guilt, lies, or motives, because the way you see them brings it all to the surface. The manipulators are no longer useful. Their tricks just bounce off of you like dull blades. It doesn't work to love bomb because you can see the hunger behind it. Gaslighting doesn't work on you because you're clear. You already know the whole plan of their game before they even put the pieces down. So triangulation doesn't work. Imagine a magician doing a trick while aware that everyone in the room can see the wires, hidden compartments, and trapdoors. That's how they feel when they're around you: open, predictable, and embarrassingly honest. A mirror effect, on the other hand, does the real damage. Being close to you makes them face their lies as they say them. their manipulation as they start it, and their patterns as they do them again and again. You didn't decide what they could do. You became their conscience, the self-awareness they didn't want and can't get away from. Let's keep going. 13. They start to hide from themselves when you see through them. The fastest way to catch a liar is to find out that their mask was never really clear. This is where the last, most violent stage of the change happens. There are some who are really changing, but it's not because they are becoming more moral or because they are growing as people. No, they're changing because being around you makes them feel like they're being scanned for all the flaws they spent years hiding. They change every word as they talk and rearrange their thoughts as they go. They are trying to rebuild themselves into something you can't see through. It's sad, though. They can't hide their seams no matter how hard they try. Imagine someone wiping the mirror to get rid of their reflection. They just spread the truth out over a bigger area. That's them. Every time they try to hide, they show another level of fear, another hole in their identity, and another layer of panic. But here's the twist that keeps them up at night. I don't think they trust you alone. They can't stop the chain reaction you set off. They now want to know if you and everyone else can see this. Have I been clear my whole life? Has everyone seen the truth I tried to hide? It's like wildfire how paranoid they are. They question every compliment, look at every movement, and break down every conversation. They can't hide from the fact that you made them aware of how open they are. Their whole group of friends feels like a hall of mirrors, all at once, reflecting them in ways they didn't mean to show. And here's the funny irony. They have good reason to be scared. People around them feel the truth when it wakes up in one person. When real people come into a room, masks start to feel awkward. When there is someone like you who can see without trying, everyone else has to face the possibility that they haven't been as hidden as they thought. You aren't changing them in the last shift. They've been running away from the part of themselves that you're making them meet. Let's keep going. 14. The gift that makes them fall and makes you shine. Being clear is heavy, but being blind costs more. It's now being seen by everyone in their circle. The twitch in their smile, the sudden stiffness in their posture, and the strange silence that comes over them when you mention your name. When their friends ask, "Are you okay?" they can't tell the truth. Just by being there, you shook their whole identity. Because of this, they make up reasons like stress, work, or weak stories. Now that they know at least one person can see right through their act, the lies taste worse. Let's talk about how heavy your gift is now. This isn't a parade of victory. You don't wear it like a badge of honor. It's heavy. It keeps you up at night. Having no guilt costs you. You have to grow up faster than everyone else because of it. You didn't ask to be the one who can see what's going on behind the curtain. You never agreed to carry truths that other people can't even understand. You've tried turning it, right? Pretending you don't hear the crack in someone's voice or the lie that's hidden between their words, while your gut tells you to stop and listen. But it doesn't last because even when you're quiet, your awareness gets through. People thinking even when you're not. That's what scares them the most. Let's keep going. 13. The armor they can't get through is your sixth sense. Your gut doesn't just keep you safe. It messes up the plans they never said they had. The truth is here, straight and honest. But your gift has weight to it. but it also has real power. The kind that makes you think, people never have to. You know things about them that they haven't even thought about yet. That means every day is a calculation. Do you say anything, or do you let them choke on their own lies? Do you correct the lie or let the liar show who they are? You can either tell them what you know or let the silence hurt them more. Being ignorant would be easier and even enjoyable. Then you remember all the storms you avoided because your gut told you, not this one. All the smiling faces that turned out to have blades hidden inside them. In every case where someone called you dramatic, you proved them wrong. Now the weight doesn't feel like punishment at all. It makes me feel safe. Of course, that's what this gift is. Clothes. Not flashy, not pretty, but necessary. Picture walking through a battlefield while everyone else has their eyes covered. You are not able to do that. You know that danger is coming. You can feel the traps. You can figure out what someone means when they say, "Trust me." That knowledge keeps you alive in a world where knives are often used as compliments. Their lack of trust isn't because of your sixth sense. This is the reason they haven't hurt you before. Let's keep going. 16. Their fear gives you the freedom to rise. People who run away from your truth take away the space you need to grow. This is the last twist that hurts them the most. Your freedom comes from their fear. All of their paranoia and quiet retreat, which they think is keeping them safe, is actually making room for you. The way they avoid you makes you quiet. Their hesitancy helps you understand. The space between them lets you hear your own thoughts again without their noise getting in the way of your instincts. Imagine a room full of people suddenly emptying as soon as you walk in. Not because you asked them, but because they can't stand the weight of their own intentions being known. It seems strange at first that there is no sound, but then you understand what it is. Freedom from what they think, freedom from their lies, freedom from the emotional lies they hide behind. You don't have to deal with their mistrust. You can start over. When they stop bringing their chaos to you, you stop taking it in. These people won't let you join their games because they're afraid of you. You're free, even though they think they've shut you out. Their fear turns into your peace. You gain power from their fear. The area they left behind is now yours to claim. Let's finish this. 17. You leave with everything they were afraid to work for. They give up their dreams. You get your kingdom. Here is the last scene that was picked. The part where the camera pulls back to show what the whole trip was really about. You didn't just get through their lies. Because of them, you changed. As their masks came off, they fell apart. But you became someone who sees, knows, and makes decisions with terrifying accuracy. Their fear locked them up. Being clear set you free. You grew out of everything they held on to, like control, manipulation, and performance. The only things that matter are what you leave with. Truth that is sharp enough to show you the way. Trust your gut enough to keep you safe. Strength is carved out of every lie, and peace that comes from seeing the world as it really is, not how other people want it to be. Picture two paths that split. One leads them into a maze of lies they made up, and they're still lost in it, desperately trying to fix holes in a reality that never fit. You can take the other path, which is clear, straight, and open. There are no tricks, noise, or masks. There is only power. They can't get out of the stories they made up. They can't touch the self-mastery you leave with. The door shuts softly and firmly, not with anger or noise, but with a cold finality that says, "You didn't win by fighting them. You won by outgrowing them." And now we reach the end of this unraveling, chosen one. A trip where every lie fell apart, every mask broke, and your intuition stood strong. As you walk forward, you're clearer, calmer, and harder to touch than most people do in their whole lives. Please like and subscribe if this hit you where you don't want to say it out loud. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.